So, I watched Disney Pixar's new film, Turning Red, and it was pretty good, but not great. If you don't know, Turning Red is about Mei Mei, a 13-year-old girl who one day wakes up and finds she's become a giant red panda thing. When she's calm, she turns back to her human self, but now, whenever she feels intense emotions, she turns into that giant red panda. I've seen arguments about the art style of this movie since it was announced and we got the first stills. The art direction is definitely better in motion and it grows on you as the movie continues, but for me, I still don't like it. But when the movie's over, I'm like, meh, it's okay. Most of the characters are fine, but some of them look like Monsters Inc. meets Grubhub. I mean, just look at the dad in this movie.
You're one ugly motherfucker.
Inside Out Dad, he is not. The anime heart eyes and crying eyes thing, and it does not look right. The art direction definitely needed some refinement to work this stuff out before they made the movie. Also, for some reason, they decided to put all the worst scenes in the trailer, which I think amplified the backlash. That beatboxing scene is the worst scene in the movie, and it is super cringe in the movie, just like it is in the trailer. Absolute fuck up by the marketing team. It's like they were trying to make people not see the movie. Now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about the rest of the movie. Turning Red is a coming-of-age story where Mei Mei, who was previously always a perfect child to her overbearing mother, is now starting to grow apart and wants to be her own person. She is caught in between wanting to spend time with her friends and living up to her mother's expectations. Also, there's some obvious puberty stuff going on both metaphorically and literally, with her mom initially thinking that Mei Mei is having her first period and offering her pads, and obviously her turning into a monster as she is around puberty age is an intentional thing. The movie is a typical overbearing parent coming of age story, but it's a pretty fun one. It's fun to see how Mei Mei adapts to her panda situation and becomes more confident over the course of the movie. The beginning of the movie is absolutely terrible and made me want to die, but do not turn it off because it gets better after the first 15 minutes or so. It has manic editing, annoying narration, lots of fantasy sequences and cutaways. This is really only in the first 15 minutes of the movie, and then it kind of stops with like the fantasy sequences and like narration and cutaways. I wish it was not in the movie at all, but very fortunately this annoying editing and scene composition is only in the beginning of the movie. The movie also has a very short first act, which I appreciate because this story does not require a lot of setup. They don't try to do like a whole mystery type thing where she's slowly transforming or like figuring stuff out. It's just like 15 minutes in, boom, panda, and that's all we really needed. I wish we got to know more about some of the characters and they were developed outside of their archetypes. Mei Mei's friend group doesn't have much going on besides their character tropes and role they fill in the story. They don't really have any flaws or anything or seem to have much of a personal life of their own or characteristics aside from very basic ones. They should have cut out this friend who is dressed like Boo from Monsters Inc. for some reason, and it's just a carbon copy of Grenda from Gravity Falls, only not funny and annoying. A lot of this movie actually has Mabel episodes from Gravity Falls vibes. If you like Mabel episodes from Gravity Falls, you'll probably like this movie. They also should have given the dad more personality and dialogue throughout the movie. Despite being ugly as fuck, he's a likable character, and he doesn't get a lot of dialogue until the end, which is really a shame. He should have been in the movie more. All in all, Turning Red is good, but not great. If you're into animated movies, don't let the terrible trailer trick you, and give it a try. I give Turning Red a 7.2 out of 10. Anyway, what's your favorite Pixar movie? Let me know in the comments below and be sure to like and subscribe for more content. Bye bye!